I was thinking recently about the case of Sana Yousaf because I wanted to say something about it, but I didn't know what to say. Should I just come on here and retell what happened? It's all over the news and social media. Everybody already knows. Should I just condemn it? I mean, condemnations are already viral. Should I just, come on here and point out how the people justifying it because she was a social media influencer are being completely ridiculous? That's already been done too. What can I add to this? Then it hit me. I should look at the research. So I started going through the research on this topic, and I noticed something. There seems to be this pattern in the literature where victims of gender based violence usually, most of the time, know their assailants. So it's not a stranger, it's usually someone they know. For example, there was one study in the Journal of Forensic and Legal Medicine which found that in 77% of the cases that reported to Lahore General Hospital's Forensic Medicine Department, the victims of gender based violence, from those who reported, already knew the assailant. It wasn't a stranger, it was someone they knew in 77% of cases. This, to me, seems to suggest that at least part of the problem is that these men seem to have this sort of sense of entitlement towards women that they know. They already know these women, these are not strangers. And just because of that, for some reason, they feel like they're owed something. If you look at the case of Sana Yusuf, for example, what seems to be the motive so far is that this guy just couldn't handle being rejected. And so he killed her. Why couldn't he handle it? Because he had this sense of entitlement. He felt that she owed him a chance. That's the mentality we need to change, right? And I'm not talking to the women here because they already know about this more than I do. I'm talking to the men, right? This is what we need to change, right? Women don't owe you anything, right? You're not entitled to anything. You have to earn that trust. And even if you do everything right, they still reserve the right to not give you a chance. And you have to be okay with that. Curb that ego and get rid of this entitlement.